What really kickstarted my spiritual journey was the realization that everything I do is an opportunity for spiritual practice. Most of us live lives that are not conducive to lengthy, continuous sessions of formal sit down meditation or yoga, or whatever you do to spark a sense of remembering your true nature. Now, throughout your day, in amongst all of the activities and general busyness, the mind is likely to be chatting. There is usually movement in the mind, and oftentimes the thoughts are simply repeating themselves or even giving us a hard time. And perhaps every now and then you experience an emotional reaction to the mental patterns going through your mind. This can lead to being caught in the thought feeling cycle. Our spiritual practice that can be done at any given moment is to actually let go of this addiction to thinking, to actually wake up from mind identification, from continuously thinking that you are the thoughts, to actually wake up from this mind identification and come into the present moment. Present moment awareness, it is so simple. This practice is so simple. And it is only the ego that complicates things. There is a stillness inside you, an inner sanctuary that you may return to always. And this is accessed through the present moment, where we can dissolve mind identification and come into alignment with our essence that is beyond the thinking mind. Doing the washing up, walking the dog, driving, waiting for a friend, drinking a cup of tea, taking the kids to school, conversation with a friend, sitting in a meeting at work. During these daily activities, how many times can you actually wake up from the dream of thoughts? Wake up to actually what is going on right in front of you without the mental commentary. Actually wake up to your breath. Come back into this pure awareness and the moment itself. When you come back to the present moment, you cut off that constant stream of thinking and you wake up from identification with that perpetual stream of thought. The cessation of thinking in that moment, it actually crafts a space. It creates this gap between the thoughts whereby we can actually just rest in the simple awareness of being. And time again, we will lose this awareness. The thoughts, they want to be thoughts, and they have this magnetic pull that tends to suck us back into identification with them. But time and time again, we just keep coming back to that present moment. And in doing so, what happens is we actually just bring more presence into our life, and our life can change in so many ways as a result. And we actually even find ourselves choosing present moment awareness more, choosing to let go of the mind and its repetitiveness, and actually choosing to come into the present moment more, because it's a rest. It's a rest from the monkey mind, and we actually begin to sense the simple beauty of being. When going for a walk to the store, instead of letting the mind tell its recycled and sometimes emotionally triggering stories, see the sparkles on the river water. Feel the breeze against your skin, hear the soft rustling of the leaves singing to you and dancing for you. There is so much happening once you have eyes to see, and it really is those little things, those tiny moments of presence that actually bring the purest sort of joy. Unlike the radical highs that we get from highly stimulating activities or substances that, due to the spiritual principle of cause and effect, unfortunately only bring us plummeting back down to equally extreme lows. Our constant and consistent spiritual practice is to not get lost in the external worldly experiences, but to continuously wake up to what is going on in the inner world. The inner world is obviously always with us, and therefore there is always opportunity to practice. So through incorporating more present moment awareness into our life, we naturally become more self-aware. We become more conscious of our inner state in any moment. So we become more conscious of the feelings that we are feeling when we are feeling them, and we become more conscious of the thoughts as they arise. This increasing self-awareness actually enables us to develop a new consciousness whereby we exist as the observer of thoughts and feelings, seeing them as temporary energy arising and subsiding within our awareness. As a result, we are no longer solely lost in and consumed by the matrix. Becoming the witness allows us to detach from the stories of the mind. It helps us to be less reactive, and it also allows us to have the freedom to choose what thoughts to follow and what to drop. It also allows us to truly process the feelings as they arise in the present moment through actually feeling them in the present moment and being aware of any resistance to the internal experience as it unfolds. This really helps to develop this kind of liberating attitude of allowing, which aids in our flow through life. So importantly as well, the witness, what it does is it really begins to create this, as I said before, disidentification. So you're actually realizing what you are not. You're realizing that you are not the thoughts, you are not the feelings. And this process of self-inquiry, what it does is it actually enables you to realize that you are so much more than those thoughts and the feelings, and you're able to embody your true essence gradually more and more on a daily basis. Life is a series of present moments, and this moment right now is always the perfect time for spiritual practice. With this attitude, suddenly arduous, monotonous, and even emotional and mentally uncomfortable experiences now come to us as opportunities to practice our practice. In my personal experience, the more that I have cultivated this ability and habit of actually treating everything as a spiritual practice, the more I've recognized this fundamental transformation within the way that I actually navigate the world, in the way that I actually perceive the world. I've noticed this shift in awareness within myself. And obviously I've got like a very, very long way to go still. But in the time that I've actually committed and devoted myself to this practice, I can really say that I feel so much more free and more peaceful. Life has become more pleasant, and the curiosity and the drive to continue it snowballed, it's accelerated because I see the benefits of it. So thank you so much for watching this video. My name's Jasmine, and yeah, please like and subscribe if you like this kind of content, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye 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 bye.